Okay, in this video I'm going to explain how the KY033 sensor works and how to create the circuit in order to make it work with the Arduino. So for the circuit, as usual, we're gonna use the Arduino, the KY033 module, and 3 jumpers, all of them male female. And I have this card in order to test the sensor, so you can notice the difference between a white surface and a black surface. Basically, the sensor looks like this. It has a potentiometer here. It has an LED, which is this one. It lights red every single time it is detecting something, so it can let you know that it is working or not. And the most important part is here. In black, you can see like 2 bubbles or 2 LEDs. Basically, the blue one sends light and the black one receives the amount of light. It is an infrared sensor, so basically this one emits a beam of light and this one receives the reflection of that light. The greater the number, the darker the surface. So if we put this sensor against the white surface, you are going to see numbers below 20 or 30, and if we put the sensor on top of the black line, you're going to find numbers above 700. That's the way it works. This potentiometer, you can adjust the sensitivity of the sensor, and here in the sensor you're going to find 3 pins. They say G, V+, and S. G is to be plugged on GND. V+, which is the one in the middle, is for 5 volts, and S is to sense. This is an analog sensor, so we're gonna plug G to GND, V+ to 5 volts, and S to A0. So everything connected should look like this. And remember, in order, it is G, V+, and S. In this case, I'm not gonna use a breadboard because I'm only using one sensor, but if you need to use more than one, you need a breadboard in order to share the GND and the 5 volts. This is the code to make the sensor work. As usual, I have to declare where is it connected, and as you saw in the circuit, it is plugged to A0. The name of my variable in this case is KY because of the name of the sensor. I have to declare also a variable called reading in this case, which is to attach the readings to the sensor too. That's pretty much it with the declaring part. Then initializing the sensor, I have to say that KY is an input, and I'm going to use the serial monitor in order to see what the sensor is getting. Finally, here in the void loop, reading, which is the variable I declared here, will be the analog read of KY. Analog means that it has multiple possibilities, so it's gonna show me a number between 0 and, I don't know, something like 1000. So the sensor will give me back readings depending on the surface that is checking. It's an analog read and I'm reading the sensor. After that, I'm going to print, using the serial monitor, I'm going to print the variable reading, which is what the sensor is looking at, and that's going to happen 4 times per second because it's going to be a delay of 200, and that's going to be repeated over and over again. Okay, now as you can see, everything is connected. The sensor glows in red, the LED of the sensor glows in red, indicating that it is connected to the Arduino properly. Now I have this surface here. I'm going to open the serial monitor for you to check. The readings in this case, since the sensor is pointing nowhere, are really high, 850, 860, something like that. When I point at white, as you can see, first the red light goes on. If I go really away from the surface, it goes off, indicating that it is reading nothing. So you can see that it works because on white, the red LED is on. When I go to white, as you can see, the measures on the serial monitor are 19 or 18, below 20, 25. That means that it is white. If I move to black, the readings go up to 800 and something, indicating that it is in black. As you see, when it is on black, the red light disappears from here. The red LED goes off. It only works on white, indicating you that it is on white. Remember that this sensor works, it has to be like 5 millimeters or 15 millimeters away from the surface in order to work properly. As you see here, it says 19 and it is in white. If I go up, you will see that here it stopped working, and that is like 2 centimeters away from the surface, 2 or 3 centimeters. And this is the way the sensor works, as you can see on the readings of the serial monitor.